tropical storm warnings continue for Harris County, Fort Bend, and Wharton County, and also tropical storm watches have been expanded to also include Colorado, Austin, and Waller counties. So basically, you know, when these watches and warnings have been issued for your area, you need to be prepared for these tropical storm force winds. The center of circulation and the extension of these tropical storm force winds are a little over 100 miles. So these winds will be impacting the area by this evening and then continue for some of you through tomorrow morning, even through the afternoon as that system continues to pull northward. Coastal communities on the lookout, including Galveston Bay, storm surge warnings are in effect, as well as storm surge watches. And in fact, those warnings have been extended now to go all the way toward the Sabine Pass out toward the Lake Charles area. Here's the storm surge forecast. Storm surge between 3 to 5 feet. Right around Galveston Bay, further to the south here, between 2 to 4 feet. And from about San Luis Pass toward the Sabine Pass, that's where we've got the 2 to 4 feet storm surge. The boat and beach, obviously not a great day to be out there on the waters because we've been dealing with some extremely choppy waters, and they are going to continue to get even rougher as the system gets a little bit closer to the coastline. So expect those winds to continue to pick up. I know from Galveston Airport already picked up a wind gust this morning with some of these heavier storms at about 40 miles per hour. You can expect that they'll be more steady between 40 to 50 knots as we get into the afternoon. But definitely going to be rough out there in the bays and lakes. The Gulf waves between 7 to 10 feet, I think, will be most common, but there will be those isolated heights of over 15 feet. So be on the lookout for that between Freeport and Matagorda Bay. Here is a look at the latest future track. Future track is indicating that wave of moisture that's sitting over the Houston area, pushing northward, and the latest models are still showing some very heavy rain that's going to be pumped in northward from that system, and that's going to be ongoing for the evening commute, during the overnight hours, and then taking you into Tuesday morning with some coastal areas getting a little bit of a break. But these are the type of rainfall bands, if you will, that could dump a quick 2 to 4 inches per hour in the same area. We call that training. So with these training storms, that is going to increase our threat for seeing some flash flooding and also some rapid rises around our bayous and creeks, our watersheds, especially those watersheds south of I-10. I think we start to see a little bit of a breather here, a relief, a reprieve from the heaviest of the rain come Tuesday morning. That swath of deeper moisture starts to get shoved up toward the north and east. So I'm thinking by mid to late morning, during the early part of the afternoon, we're just getting some wraparound showers and thunderstorms where a lot of our drainage systems at that point hopefully will be able to, dry out, and where we'll see those waters receding. And then as we get into Wednesday, we'll still get those wraparound clouds, but I think the majority of the moisture is now exiting. So those are some of the bigger changes that we're seeing in the computer models, is that by Tuesday afternoon and evening, it looks like the swath, that deeper moisture, will be moving out of here. But that flash flood watch continues through 7 o'clock Tuesday evening, and the rainfall totals projected are still in that 5 to 10 inch range, over 15 inches, mainly along our coastal communities. This is a product that we show you often, but very rarely do we get these colors, these magenta and red colors. I want to point this out to you because these are the areas that need to be extremely vigilant at monitoring the radar and also knowing, hey, if it's raining outside, if you start to see some ponding on the roads, you need to stay put. Remember, don't try to get out there on flooded roads, especially when it's dark, because there is going to be a high threat for flash flooding in this area shaded in red, as well as this area shaded in pink. There's still flash flooding risk in College Station and Brenham, but it's going to be more widely scattered, whereas you're looking more widespread activity from Houston southward, even areas from Conroe. Now that will be shifting further toward the east as we get into Tuesday, and depending on the roads that are saturated or the grounds that are saturated will dictate whether or not we still see a flooding risk by the middle of the week. But right now, it does look like that flooding risk is going to be pretty much dwindling as we get into Wednesday. Those rainfall totals stacking up along the I-10 corridor. and then a lot higher, closer to the coastline. But there's still going to be the threat for some strong, even severe thunderstorms. Right now, the severe thunderstorms mainly in the form of tornadoes. There could be a few tornadoes that are spawned by that feeder band. So we've got 2 days of very high impact weather where we're dealing with tropical storm warnings, hurricane watches, flash flood watches. And then I think by the middle of the week, we'll be able to fine tune this forecast, showing you that most of that rain is going to be lifting out of here. I know this is kind of an extended tropical update, but I really want you to stay informed. We're going to have more of these updates throughout the afternoon and of course the evening. So if you just need to get the latest, you can always just tune in, and also we'll be live as well on ABC 13. Thanks for watching, and you stay safe out there.